Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to ACS Sneakers. My name is Aiden. On today's video, we are mixing it up a little bit. We are going to be taking a look at 10 of the worst sneakers of 2020 so far. Believe me, there's been a lot of awful releases this year, so it was really difficult narrowing it down to just a list of 10. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. I do upload a brand new video every Monday and Thursday at 5 PM UK time. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the intro. Before we do get into the list itself, I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. On Saturday, the 8th of August, it is going to be Sneakers Day, and it is the 3rd anniversary of Sneakers Day. Basically, if you live under a rock and you have no idea what Sneakers Day is, it is going to be a huge restock across major releases that have come out throughout 2020. To mention some of the highly anticipated releases, they do include the Jordan 5 Off-White, the Chunky Dunky is getting a restock, as well as a multitude of other sneakers. So if you are available on Saturday, make sure you have your sneakers app ready. So let's go ahead and get into my top 10 worst sneakers of 2020. And kicking us off at number 10, we have a slightly controversial entry. It is the Jordan 1 in the Zoom Rage Green colorway. Now, I am a massive fan of Jordan 1 as a model, but this has to be the most awful Jordan 1 colorway I think I've ever seen. I don't know what it is. It looks like a sickly green color, and I'm actually really surprised it did so well in terms of selling out. There are a few Jordan 1s that have sat on shelves over like the last couple of years, but this one, honestly, as soon as I saw the colorway, I actually just thought it was a mock-up. I'm actually almost lost for words at how much I actually dislike the colorway on this shoe. I'm not sure exactly what it is, whether it's the icy bottom or just the green colorway. I think it's just not necessarily something I could ever really see myself wearing. At number 9, we have the Spacey 4 in the Vault colorway. Quick disclaimer, I really do like what Nike are doing to become more sustainable, but I definitely feel like they could do a lot more to make the shoe more appealing to the masses. I can't actually think of anyone who I've actually seen wearing this shoe casually. I've seen lots of people wearing the shoe for pictures on Instagram and for YouTube videos and things like that, but actually seeing people wearing it out and about, I can't think of anyone that I've actually seen wearing this shoe. It just doesn't look like a really nice shoe to wear. It doesn't feel very comfortable on feet, and for me, at the price point, I feel like it was a major disappointment. There was a lot of hype surrounding the release to begin with, and that slowly started to fade away, and you can actually see that in reflection on the actual resale price. So if you did pick up the shoes and you were sitting on them, you know, you've missed the train on that one, and unfortunately you just have to move on to the next one, as we will do on this list. And at number 8 on our list, we have the Zoom Spiridon in the Saffron Quartz colorway. I actually bought this shoe on Sneakers app and felt like I actually caught a massive W. You know, there has been some hype around the release on the Spiridon line, but with this particular colorway, as soon as I had it in hand, I just didn't even want to do a review and immediately sent it back to Nike. I'm not a big fan of the actual shoe itself. It definitely looks like something my dad would wear, and he's not necessarily the most stylish person in the world. But the shoe itself, I just thought it was a really ugly shoe, and I just couldn't even bring myself to bring you a review. I didn't want to waste your time, I didn't want to waste mine, and I won't waste any of your time now. Let's move on to the next one. And next up on our list, we have the Yeezy 500 in the Terrain colorway. Really not a big fan of the Yeezy 500 in general, but this colorway specifically looks like something that a geography teacher would be wearing, not something that you or I would be wearing on a regular basis. Really, I'm not a big fan of the colorway on this shoe. I'm not really sure what, when or where you could actually wear this shoe, unless it's, heavily snowing or you're hiking or something like that. This is just definitely not a shoe that I can see many people wearing on a casual, regular basis. It did sit around on shelves for quite a while, and I can definitely see why. Let's move on to the next one. And next upon our list, we have a women's release. It is the Nike Air Aqua Rift. Really struggle to compose myself to say that, because it is honestly one of the weirdest shoe releases that I've seen in a very long time, and I'm surprised that it is only number 6 on the list. Straight up, it is a camel toe sandal, which is just kind of lost for words as to when you would wear it, why you would wear it, who would wear it. The price point, I believe, is over £100, and it is a women's only release. So ladies out there, if you are watching this video, let me know what you think of the Aqua Rift. For me, it definitely is a massive drop, and pretty much one of the funniest looking shoes I think I've ever seen. Let's move on to the next one. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Let's get back into it. And at number 5 on our list is actually a shoe that I'm not necessarily opposed to. It is the Kevin Bradley SB in the battle blue and white colorway. Now, if this shoe was just completely released in kid sizing, I think it would be an absolutely fantastic release, and I definitely wouldn't mind picking this up for one of my kids. But for adults wearing Velcro and the design of the shoe, I just don't think it works, and I just don't necessarily feel like it's a shoe that I could ever really see myself wearing on a regular basis or even at all. The shoe itself does look quite nice aesthetically, and I feel like it is definitely something that a lot of kids could rock and have a lot of confidence in. So that being said, you know, considering it is in the top 10 worst sneakers of 2020, it is just because of how it looks when it is on adult feet. I just think it looks really weird and quite strange seeing a Velcro SB. But that being said, the hype surrounding SB is so massive. I'm not surprised that it did sell out when it did. I know that, you know, a lot of people were feeling the release, and a lot of people are still feeling it since. But for me, I just think it's a pretty ugly looking shoe in adult sizing. And at number 4 on our list, we have the Yeezy Foam Runner. I guess it really does go to show that hype really can sell anything, and that includes a washing basket for your feet. It is honestly one of the worst releases that I've ever seen. I just actually can't think of anybody that would ever wear it. Huge shout out to Unbox My Soul, who actually did a review on that recently. I thought it was a really dope video, dude. I really enjoyed it. But that being said, I really cannot stand the Yeezy Foam Runner. I believe it released for around £70 or $70 US, and it's sold out, and people are still trying to sell it for 3 times that value. Who is buying this? Who is buying the Foam Runner? Are you buying it? Because I can definitely tell you for sure that I wouldn't go anywhere near it. It looks ridiculous. On to the next one. And at number 3 on our list, we have the Nike Isp Overreact in the wheat colorway. This is the ugliest shoe on this list. Have no questions about it. I can't actually believe that someone at the Nike boardroom thought that this shoe was a good idea and that this shoe would sell. And not only sell, but sell for £140. Do you know what shoes you can get for less than that? Jordan 1s. You can get Jordan 1s for less than the Isp Overreact. You can get Air Max 90s, 95s. So many much better releases than this you can get for under this price point. It's no wonder that this shoe isn't sold out. I don't know if anybody anywhere has bought this shoe, but if you have, please ask for a refund. You have been overcharged for a sandal. It is ridiculous. And next up on our list, we have the Yeezy 380 in the blue oak colorway. Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know exactly what my thoughts are on this colorway. I actually asked you guys in the community what your thoughts were on the top 10 worst sneakers for 2020 prior to uploading this video. And surprise, surprise, this was definitely a regular feature amongst most people's top 10 worst sneakers. I'd even go as far as saying that this is within the top 5 worst colorways Yeezy have ever released. Not only this year, but ever since they've been collaborating with Adidas. Whoever thought about this colorway, whoever decided to actually release this colorway, needs to be fired. It is that bad. I'm not surprised it sold out. I'm not surprised people are wearing it. The hype around Yeezy is definitely not going away anytime soon, but I really hope that the Yeezy 380 Blue Oak certainly goes away very soon. And here we go, guys. We are here at number 1. Thank you very much for sticking with me throughout this horrendous list of horrendous sneakers. Can I get a drum roll? Let's build up that suspense. Here we have the Adidas Stan Smith Mule. I have absolutely no idea why this shoe was even released. It is absolutely horrific. You are being sold 3/4 of a shoe for 3/4 of the price. If you like the Stan Smith, just buy the Stan Smith. I have no idea why you would want 3/4 of any shoe, especially the Stan Smith, which is quite a relatively affordable shoe. This shoe is, in my opinion, absolutely ridiculous. It looks hilarious, and I actually wouldn't mind getting my hands on a pair for a review. But other than that, almost left, you know, not knowing what to say about it, to be completely honest. Adidas have definitely dropped the ball on a few major releases. We've had, you know, 3 Yeezy releases on this list. Now we have the Adidas Stan Smith. They've wrecked a classic, in my opinion. Could you ever imagine wearing 3/4 of an Air Force One? Really? It's just absolutely horrific. And here you have the Stan Smith Mule. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below on all the sneakers on this list. Thank you very much for sticking with me throughout this horrendous list of sneakers. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, hitting that bell notification, and I hope to see you again in the next one.